What's up, Vanguard? This is Boo Boo here. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be talking about how people are getting high rankings in tournaments. As a lot of you may know, if you go to the tournament's leaderboard, you will see an absurd amount of scores that it may look impossible, as it is some people can't get past the 325 million mark, and I struggle myself even with the best units in the game, as Egress, Sunjumu, and Alucard, and Toji. Now, people are abusing this bug, where I don't think a lot of people have talked about it yet, but they're abusing this bug where if you first get into the game, you have a certain amount of enemies that spawns. Each of them are different. They can spawn as a normal one, or the one that has extra health as general. In this case, once you die on the first one and retry, it'll give you a different one. Now, you may think that is a luck base and it is randomized, but as you do the same thing over and over again, you die on the first one, and you die on the second one, and you die on the third one, every enemy that you see is fixated, which means that it's always the same thing. So the more level you do, the more better starting enemies that you may get, to a point where you could skip waves. You want to skip the waves in the tournaments in order to climb up and have the enemy spawn and more. Generally, I'll be showing a clip. This is going to be my run, and I'll be talking more in depth in that video. So let's just get right into it. And here we're back. Now, this clip is going to consist of me absolutely failing when I first started because I couldn't skip the waves, but that's not the whole point of the video. The whole point of the video is to show you how this glitch works, or bug. Now, I don't do this type of content as I've done in the past. I haven't done any of them in the past, but we're just gonna start watching it first. Now, you see me that I've retried. Now, you may ask how many times I have retried. I have died 5 times in order to get to this one. Now, generally, like, when you first start in the tournament, the first stage, the first round basically, you get 4 alien soldiers and 1 general. But as you see in the clip, there is no general. There's only alien soldiers, which they all have 5,000 HP. Now, alien general has about 16,000 HP in total, I'm pretty sure. And what makes this bug a lot more unfair to a lot of people is that people are trying to do different strategy, different units with the best units you have. You could have Alucard, Godly stats, Gojo, Egress, Sunjunwoo, everything max level, the best that you can have. But if you do not know this bug, you will not compete with other people that's using a basic loadout, such as like Sunjunwoo, Egress, and Haruka. And this really annoys me how the developers themselves also has a high score. Now, this is a traits enable, and this is one of the devs, and it could be that he got all Monarch and anything, and it's not a glitch. He's not using a glitch, but I highly doubt that these people are getting higher than. If you do it normally, I doubt that you get higher than 350 million or 360 million. Don't quote me on that, as I may be wrong. But the moral of the story is, you have a different starting format where the enemy has less HP than the other level that you might have done. To get to this stage, you have to die 5 times. I've counted a timer. The first stage is 3 minutes. The second stage is 1 minute and 55 seconds. The third one is 3 minutes and 2 seconds. And the fourth one is 3 minutes and 1 second. And the fifth one is 3 minutes and 1 second. Same time. And once you die 5 times in a row, you get to stage where wave 1 and wave 2 won't spawn alien general, which makes the starting waves a lot more easier to skip and just build up the farm. The more better starting you have, the better the more waves you get, the more money you get. And the more money you get, the more upgrade you get, the higher the score you go. And as you see in the video, I don't even have max leveled units, and I got number 6 on my bracket. I know it's pretty bad, even with the glitch. But I don't really want to, I don't know, abuse the bug in order to get into top 1. And another thing that makes me annoyed is that people who are trying to get to top 3 in order to get, the unit that they like for this example, it would be Mekamaru, and maybe in the next way it would be Broly. Now, if I have never addressed this, or if no one else have addressed this bug, there will be people, like a certain group of community, where they would just keep abusing this bug in order to find the best starting format wave. There could be a better one. You could die maybe 10, 15 times in order to get like the best one where you just don't have enemy alien general at wave 5, which will make any waves go faster, much faster. And that's what makes me annoyed about how people are trying their best, even if they might, not have the greatest units. They're trying to still compete. However, people that knows about this bug, they could use units such as that are easier to get, and it could have bad stats. They will get a way, way better score than those who have either Alucard, like the best unit you could have. And I don't know how the devs or the testers have not found this, or whether or not it's a feature or not. I doubt it, as this is just not a... No one knows. I don't think a lot of people knows about this. And I found out myself today, as I seen some of the videos featuring high scores, like over 350 million. And that got me thinking, how did he get to that part? And I looked at the starting wave, and I noticed that my run always starts with an alien general. But in their run, they never had a alien general. So it just made me confused, and I tried to find it out. And the only possible outcome is that he either retried the stage. Well, that's the only thing I really thought about, because I don't know how else they'll be able to change the enemy format. And so on. This is basically like a rant, and I recommend people who are more on the lower level side to not try to get high scores on tournament, as it is almost impossible to get on top 1, top 2, top 3, which is where you get the unit, as people could be abusing this bug in order to skip waves and use really strong units. My units are not max leveled, so it could be a lot better, and I could have started the beginning runs a lot more better to skip waves, but I'm not gonna do that. But even with the non-upgraded, max leveled units, I got to top 6, which was not too difficult in my bracket, as the highest one was about like 343 million, and I'm pretty sure that's not even impossible to get for me if I max out my levels, focus on the early stages or the early rounds. But the whole point of this video is to address the bug. I am not promoting this bug to anyone, although I am showcasing the bug. This is for, I don't know, so that people knows that it's kind of useless to go for the tournament unit right now, as this bug, so the thing is, the dev could fix it, and some of the devs could get the unit, and it would just be unfair. That's not another thing that I don't like, that developers are in these brackets, and it is very unfair for people who are trying to play normally, people who are free to play, people who are not too invested into the game but they want their unit, and it just makes it very, very unfair for those community. And so I just wanted to post this video in order to bring awareness to this bug, and people could use it. It could be counterintuitive, where me posting this bug would, make it unfair for a lot of people. However, this makes it so that, people with good characters... Actually, I'm not promoting this bug whatsoever. So don't do it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault if I don't think you'll get banned for this, as this is like the tester's fault. They didn't test this enough, even though it took 3 weeks in order to update this game. But that's all really I have for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to share to anyone that, I don't know, might find this intriguing or interesting. But yeah, that's about it.